Look at this man's face, Kevin. Look at this man's face. This is a Drake fan who found out about the Mob Ties reference track.
Bruh, say it isn't so, man. Say it isn't so. He can't keep getting away with this.
His name is Screwface Gene. He's a YouTube reactor, and that was his Twitter account. Kevin, it doesn't hurt you at all as a Drake fan to know that Mob Ties had this reference track.
Why would I be hurt at all? All we heard was a hook, which he has said many a times that he's collaborated with people on hooks.
The first verse is verbatim too.
No, it is not.
And even the line of Louis bags turned into body bags. Come on, that's like the most famous line from that song.
And how do we not know that these two guys have went back and forth and Drake wrote that and said, hey, well, how would you say this?
Because we have a history of Drake using reference tracks and being ghostwritten for. This is not a new phenomenon. Like, look, even your boy Academics, he said he would be upset if Drake had, if Drake didn't write Mob Ties, I would be heartbroken. Even Academics, a big, huge Drake fan. Drake was on The Shop, and he was telling LeBron that he channeled the energy of losing to Pusha T into songs like Mob Ties. It doesn't get embarrassing to you at some point?
Why would I be embarrassed about the man's collaborative effort in making music? Now, if we're going to share clips, okay, a clip that I think that you should try to do your best to go out of your way to search is a clip that he did with Elliott Wilson when he did the Rap Radar interview, where he discussed his collaboration process with people. He said it himself. These timestamp records that everybody sits there and praises his lyricism in, he says, I've written every single word. He said every single song, like Marvin's Room, Jaded, these big R&B songs as well, I've written every single word. He said, now, of course, I've made collaborations with Party. I've sat there, bounced off ideas with other artists. I've made songs for other artists, and I'm saying, hey, take this. I'll do this. He's been wide open about his collaboration process. I just think people are gassing these things up and misconstruing things because it's the biggest rap artist in the world and they want to have a gotcha moment.
No, that's not collaboration. That's being ghostwritten for. When you get a reference track like that, it's being written for. Not to say he's never written a song before. Not to say he hasn't written songs for other people before. Not to say he hasn't collaborated before. But you cannot be considered the greatest rapper or in the conversation with the greatest rapper if we can't trust that the pen is yours. Are there any Jay-Z reference tracks floating out there? No. The only Jay-Z reference tracks are tracks he did for other people, like Still DRE. Are there any Nas reference tracks out there? No. It's different when you're talking about, I'm sure there are for Beyonce, a pop artist. There is for Dr. Dre, who's never been in the greatest rapper discussion. We know Kanye has a whole bunch of writers, but he's a different sort of artist. You're disqualified from any GOAT rapper debate if you got people writing for you.
Now, let's define what a ghostwriter is. A ghostwriter is somebody who's uncredited, all right? It's uncredited. It's somebody that we don't know. All these artists have been credited. Rory has been credited. PND has been credited. These people have been credited on these songs. So it's not like it's hidden for you. And these songs would not be the same song without Drake.
Look, a ghostwriter is, in this sense, the illusion or the implicit agreement with the audience is that Drake, the rapper, is writing Drake's raps. Yes, are they credited? So technically, are they a ghostwriter? There are people credited on all sorts of songs. Like every sample that gets used, the original writer of the song gets credited in the credits for the song. That's just a part of music, custom and the liner notes and everything. But in this case, look, it's like Kendrick called all this. Euphoria is such a brilliant record for so many reasons because the basic premise is Drake is a fraud. He also references these specific things. Am I battling ghosts or AI? It's not 20v1, it's 1v20 if I got to smack dudes that right with you. And it called exactly how the battle would play out. Even going back to King Kunta when he said, but a rapper with a ghostwriter. Like, I'm sorry. That hurts him. It hurts him. And I see people in the comment section, Kev, they think you're hitting that BBL Drizzy or that Scorpion before these videos to make the points you're making.
This is actually a shirt that I got from the Scorpion tour, the Aubrey and the Three Migos tour with the Migo RIP Takeoff. That's a phenomenal album. But nonetheless, no, I am 100% sober. My eyes just happen to look the way that they are. I don't smoke before I do these videos. For the guy who commented that. But we can't sit there in 1 minute hold Drake to the MC standard, and then the other moment say, "Oh, he's a pop star." Which is it? All right,
he's a pop star. That's what it is.
And if he's the pop star, then why are we even having the discussion?
Because you called him the greatest rapper in the last. He's called himself that. He is closer to Beyonce than he is to Jay-Z.
He's out-rap Jay-Z on songs. So let's not sit there.
We don't know if he rapped anything, and he's never out-rapped Jay-Z on a song.
Where I need him. Cap.
What song did he have? Because he got destroyed on lineup. He got even the pound cake joint. People like to go with the carrot cake and get on Hov for that. But Hov took that one. I forget what was the last collab they did after that, because they've had a little feisty back and forth too. Like, I remember when I don't even think this song's on streaming service, but it was the We Made It joint with Jay Electronica, where Hov says, "Sorry, Miss Drizzy, with the so much hard talk," me bragging about stuff I really bought. Like they've had a little friction going on. But what song did Drake out-rap Jay-Z on?
He rapped on the song on CLB.
Very forgettable. I don't even remember did he out-rap him?
Yes, he out-rapped him on CLB. And they had a track together on Scorpion that he out-rapped on as well.
Which one is on Scorpion?
The one, I forgot the name of it, but the one DJ Paul, he produced the beat.
I don't know. I don't think he's ever. But regardless, we don't know if Drake is even writing his own raps for part of that. And I know, like, I almost feel bad. I really do. Like, because, yes, I'm hating on Drake in a sense, and there's always been something about Drake that's bothered me. I like Scorpion. I've said that. I like a lot of those tracks. Mob Ties is one of them. Nonstop is another one. Is Sandra's Rose on there? That's another one. Like, those are songs I do like. I do prefer Drake with the melodies. I'm not joking around. Like, that has always been my preference for Drake. But as such a huge Drake fan, I know somewhere deep down this has to upset you. I know somewhere deep down his career has been damaged.
Has it really? When that next album drops, I guarantee you it's going to do at least 400,000 first week.
It's got all his new stuff has more dislikes on social platform, YouTube and the like than likes.
And what does that tell you?
It tells you people don't like it.
It tells you that bots are affecting it.
Yeah, of course. Because Drake fans have to have some sort of narrative to protect him. It's bots. Just like Family Matters is the best diss track, even though every Kendrick diss track clears Family Matters.
False. Everybody knows that Family Matters is the best song out of that battle. The only thing that I can sit there and say is Not Like Us is a catchier song to dance to.
Euphoria is better than Not Like Us. Euphoria is the best track out of the whole thing. It called all this. Not Like Us is an undeniable bop. Meet the Grams is a haunting record. Even 616 in LA is a riding song. I don't think any of the Drake stuff connected. The only thing I like about Family Matters is the beginning and the third verse. It's just a way for Drake fans to latch on and pretend he didn't get clean swept out of this joint.
So I have to pretend that I like something? It has to be that I'm pretending instead of I genuinely like something.
You're a Drake fan. It means you're pretending.